As EU leaders prepare for an emergency summit on Ukraine, a key question remains. Should Russia be punished for its incursions into Crimea? And if so, how? With close trade ties to Russia, the Europeans are not yet willing to match the hard talk of the US.
We are examining a whole series of steps, economic, diplomatic, that will isolate Russia and will have a negative impact on Russia's economy and its status in the world.
While the actions of Russia on Ukrainian soil have been met with universal outrage across Europe, the EU is acutely aware that in imposing sanctions on Russia, it would also end up hurting its own economy. Russia is an important market for the EU's exports, while much of the continent is powered by Russian gas and oil.
Ich würde schon sagen, dass Europa abhängig ist von russischen Gaslieferungen, aber wir importieren ja auch Öl und
I would say that Europe is already dependent on the delivery of Russian gas, but we also import petrol and coal. On the other hand, Russia is also dependent on Europe, with a lot of its revenue coming from those deliveries. If the deliveries were to stop, the consequences would be just as important for Russia.
Würde das wegfallen, würde Russland sich massiv ins eigene Fleisch schneiden.
So while targeted economic and diplomatic sanctions across Russia are not off the cards, the EU has instead announced financial assistance to Ukraine.
The package combined could bring an overall support of at least 11 billion euros over the next couple of years from the European Union budget and European Union-based international financial institutions. It is a package designed to assist a committed, inclusive and reforms-oriented Ukrainian government.
For now, dialogue is the EU's preferred path to defuse one of Europe's most serious geopolitical crises since the Cold War. But if Russian forces do not retreat from Crimea, Europe will be left with little option other than to replace the politics of the carrot with those of the stick.